Have you ever been up all night trying to figure out what you want to do with your life? Have you thought about starting a business? Something new and unique to you? Have you ever just done that? You're in the right place. Hi, my name is Alicia. I'm 19 years old and I'm starting my own business called Olivia Studio. Go check that out on Instagram and TikTok, yeah? Let's be friends. Starting a business can be a great adventure. It can be fun, it can be whimsical, it can make all your dreams come true. But the beginning stages are a little bit hard. And I'm here to make it easier for you. Stay with me now. Today we'll be going through naming, branding, and research of how to get your business on the way. The name of your business is really important. That's the first thing people are gonna hear or see when it comes to your business. When I first got the business idea, I came up with the name Simple Wonders because I thought it was so cutesy. I thought I loved it. I thought that's everything I need right there. But the searches did not do me well. So I went on Gemini. Gemini is an AI app. You can use anything to find your name. You can brainstorm your names on your own. You can ask your friends or family to help you brainstorm name. But I asked Gemini for a little help. I wanted something unique, made up, never been seen before, or has my name tied to it somehow. Like my name is Alicia, so add my name in there, like I don't remember, but add your name or something like that. So when I asked Gemini to help me find some names, help me brainstorm some names, we went through a lot of names. It took me 3 days and 2 nights to find a name. That was heart-wrenching because I felt like I wasn't clicking with anything, and I felt like, how long is this gonna take to find something that I actually liked? So after all that research, after coming up with names I don't like, names that are already taken, and names that I just think sounds crazy, we finally came up with the name Olivia Studio. Go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm not telling you again. So I have a few things you should think about when you are going to make your name. So here's the checklist. Write it down. Don't piss me off. Write it down or something. Make it original. Don't pick something that is already out there that a lot of people are already using. You're original. I'm original. So let's be original together. You want a name that sticks in people's head. So if you mention your name or something, you want them to be like, I remember that. I'm gonna go home and research that. Make it curious. Humans are a very, very curious beings. We like to see the unseen. We like to look in people's business. So if you have a business name that's going to spike someone's curiosity, they'll go look for you. Say your name out loud. You can have a name, it looks good on paper, but once it comes to it coming out your mouth, it sounds awful or it's not speakable. So you have to say out loud. Hi, my name is Alicia. I run a brand called Olivia Studio and I would love for you to check it out. Hello, Olivia Studio. How can I help you today? My brand name is Olivia Studio. You can find me on social media at... Do you get it? Once you say your brand name out loud, it's gonna sound real. It's gonna be real. If you can't say your brand name out loud and like it, before you think we're done with the name, let's do one last check on that name. I want you to go to Google, type your names in between quotation marks, and when you search, if it comes up a blank page with a guy with a fishing rod, no one has that name. Or if something search comes up but they're not spelled exactly like your name or it's such a small amount of name that you won't be on the second page, or you're up like at the third search or something like that, you're good to go. Let's be honest, you think research sounds boring, you think research sounds like you're going back to school, and you think you know everything in your head. You don't. I don't. When we're starting something, we have to do research. If we don't do any research, we're going to put ourselves in a situation where we can be missing things or we fail. And I'm not trying to fail, and I don't want you to fail. So we're going to do our research. Use your favorite tools when researching. If you like TikTok, use TikTok. If you like YouTube, YouTube. Google, Google. Anything you like, the newspaper, use it. We're gonna use what we're comfortable with when we're doing research. Because if we jump into something, say I don't like reading newspapers, and I go to read about business in the newspaper, I'm gonna be bored. I'm gonna be falling asleep. I'm not gonna retain any knowledge. Even if I write down, I'm gonna be like, oh, where did I get this from? So research where you're comfortable, where you're confident. I use YouTube and I also use Google. They give me all the information that I want. I ask specific questions and I can go to Google, get all my answers. I want to watch a YouTuber like starting her business, I go do that. I want to know how t-shirts are supplied, how t-shirts are sold, what's the best manufacturers for t-shirts, I go to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're gonna find things. There's creators that did this before us, and once they've done it before us, they know what they're doing, and they may not share everything. I'll share everything with you, okay? But we need to do our research, because the research is gonna be our bestie. What exactly to research? Because I know this is the big thing everyone's always on about. They always say research, 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 but they're not telling you what to research. I'm gonna tell you what to research. First thing, cost. Cost is money. Money is time. How much are you planning to put towards your business? How much will things cost to make? Even if you're going to buy the machines to make them yourself, how much is the machine? If you're going to buy the stickers from a manufacturer, how much are the stickers? Anything you're going to buy, put it into consideration. Even if you think, oh, it's just a $10, put it into consideration. What's the cost? It's all going to add up in the end, so you got to think about the cost. What you should do is set a set pricing, like what you're investing in your business. Set a set budget. Do not put yourself in debt. Do not borrow money. I have no money. I'm waiting. While I'm waiting, I'm doing everything else, and then when I'm able to order everything, I'll do that. Now let's think about supplies. Where are you going to get your supplies? Do your research. Go to TikTok if you're comfortable. Search like best supplier for this and that and that and this and that and this and that. Because suppliers are what's gonna give it to you. You want the best out there. And if the best is the most expensive, try the second best or the third best. You know what I'm saying? When you have enough money, you can go with the first best. But for now, go with what you can afford. So, suppliers. You can be your own supplier. If you have a sticker cutting machine and you're planning on making stickers, go ahead. If you have a heat press and you have stencils to do your heat press, go ahead. You are your supplier. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting a t-shirt business, and I really wanted to make everything so I don't have to buy a stock pile of things and hope for the best. I wanted to heat press them myself, have the the machine to print out new designs as they go, because I'm pretty sure I have more designs in my noggin because I keep coming out with designs in my head for t-shirts and stuff like that. So I wanted to do that. But for a heat press, it's $100 to $200. For the stencil to print the papers is like $3, $2, I don't know. And then you have to remember packing supplies, and you also have to remember the cost of shipping things if you're doing it internationally, the cost of shipping things, like stuff like that. Yes, your supplies, everything goes into cost. Legal stuff. Think about the legal stuff now, please. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, and not next month. Think about it now, because I don't want you to go in debt in taxes because of taxes. Taxes can be a lot. The government is greedy, and when they find out you've had a business for 3 months, they're gonna give you those taxes. Or if you don't plan on doing taxes and they find out, your business is gonna be done for, especially if it's doing good. So think about it. The legal side of things. Research how opening a business goes in your country. Research it. So those are the things you should look for when you are researching. It's a lot. It can be a lot, but it also can be easy. It can take you up to a month to do the research, but don't overdo it. Sometimes we overdo things, especially if we're a procrastinator or an overthinker. We overdo it. I am those things, but let's take a chill pill and we can do it. Even if we're scared, we can do it. I get so overwhelmed sometimes that I stop. And when I stop, I don't start back for 2 months, 3 months, or even more. So we're gonna take the chill pill. We're gonna relax a little bit. We're gonna take a day. We're gonna take some hours, and we're gonna get back to it tomorrow. Let's not research too long, please. You've done the research. Now it's time to do the branding. Branding is your logo, branding is your name, branding is everything people see when they come to your brand. So we're gonna wanna get in touch with that. We're gonna make it look nice, okay? We're gonna curate our brand. Logo is a thing people see when it comes to your brand. They see the name, they see the logo, they know who you are. We have so many examples of this. We have Netflix, we have Shein, we have Amazon. You don't see the full word typing out their name on their logo. You see a logo with some type of pictures, with some type of letter. That's what we're going for. We have 2 types of logo we're going to talk about today. We have Mascot and we have lettering. I went with Mascot, my cutie pie. You can go with lettering, your cutie pie, or a mascot, your cutie pie. It doesn't matter. You can go with anything. If you want it to be simplistic, you can go with lettering. If you want it to be more customizable, more cutesy, more things like that, you can go with a mascot. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the vibe you are going for. For example, I went with Mascot. I created a girl because I saw Pinterest pictures and I thought, ooh, these brands look good, like with their simplistic characters, and I feel like people are gonna notice that character when it comes to the brand. But most people go with the lettering because it's more easily. So if you are going to go the lettering route, I'm gonna read a definition for you. The custom letter of your drawing text rather than using standard pre-made digital fonts. Think of it as a visual signature for your business. Because it's handcrafted, it gives your company a completely unique voice that competitors can't just copy or replicate on a basic font website. It makes creating a logo a little easier because you are focusing on stylizing the exact letter in your brand name. Do you get it? if that's what you're going for, I'm gonna put some examples of lettering. I feel like lettering is really cutesy, especially if you're a simplistic person. I'm not a simplistic person, so I did not want the simplistic route. But if you're going for lettering, I think you should go for it. You should research how to make those types of lettering. I went the Mascot route. I went on Pinterest. I looked up on Mascot. I saw how they did their packaging with the mascots and stuff like that, and I really liked it. Then I added it to my Instagram, my TikTok, and stuff like that. It's something people are gonna see. That's what you want to be on your social if you're going the Mascot route, and that's what you want on your social if you're going the stylized lettering route also. When creating something, please do not just copy someone. I realized when doing my research that a lot of businesses have the same logo, but just with their lettering. I really don't like that, because make it your own in some way. Like, put a little twist to it. When you put a twist to it, you're not like everyone else. And I feel like most people, because like they probably go on Canva and they search like a logo for their businesses, and it's just some writing and stuff, and then they just put their lettering and then they're okay with it. Like, make it your own. Like, for my business, even though I have a logo, you can say AVA, which is Alluvia Studio, is the short little synopsis. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but you can know it's my brand once you see AVA, because it's from Alluvia Studio. So you can just go to a blank page, go on the words. If your business is like mine, you can use the letters that stand out. AVA, Alluvia Studio. You know what I'm saying? Or if your logo name is Cake C, don't put a K. It's gonna sound like cock, which you don't want. So C with a cake beside it or something, or like a big C with the smaller words. Like, make it your own, you know? Do something. It's time for me to stop talking, but do something. And there's a lot of pre-made fonts on Canva, on any app actually, so use those instead of following others people's design. Once you're going letter, put a simplistic background, like some marbling, or just a cute simple pink, simple blue, simple green, whatever you're going for. Like, make it simple. You can add some stars also to make it a little bit stand out, that, you know, so do as you please. Just make it unique and don't copy others. You can find inspiration from others. I found inspiration from people. That's how I came up with most of my designs. It's either in my head, or I see something and I keep thinking about it. I can be obsessive, so if I keep thinking about it and then I come up with a design, then you go. But do not just see a picture, copy the picture, and call it yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, put your twist to it. You know, we can take inspiration from each other, and that's okay. That's PG. Just don't take someone's work and claim it as yours. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please put down your social for your brand in the comments. I want to follow all the brands that I see, and I want to become friends. If you're new here, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so at least 10 out of the 1,000 can buy something from me. So please guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.